want y'all to see something. I did this for a reason. I know this is dramatic, but I wanted you to see it live and direct. I wanted you to see this because maybe it'll help somebody. Maybe it'll help somebody. Okay. I got some work to do, and I've been getting my whole land together. I got so much work to do, but I got so much work taken care of. Let me find my tripod. That I don't even know what to do. Guava, everybody. This is what I'm working on. I got to get my tropical garden back together, but this whole row behind me right here is all red mustard greens where seeds dropped on their own. They didn't need no help from us. So we let it rest. Now that's what we're gonna be talking about for a hot second. Let me grab a seat because I got a lot to tell you. I know the last video was dramatic. I was in my feelings, so you gotta excuse me. So just gonna get over here and grab me a seat. I'm just picking a spot. I don't even know exactly where I want to go, but I'm gonna just pick a spot. I was gonna sit in my little tiny house, but I got some stuff in there. I'm not ready for you to see it. All right, there we go. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's good to see you. I asked the question, did you quit yet? And I'm not talking about your day job. I'm talking about, did you quit? Let's be honest before I go all off into that. Everything looks so normal right now, right? Everything seems normal. I just wanted to, you know what? Every day been calm. The weather been perfect. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's just right. It's like the three little bears right now. And instead of just sitting back, snuggling up in my house coat, cup of coffee, staring out the window, I said, you know, I wasn't even gonna do no video today. I just been so busy trying to get my act together. So I said, you know what? When the weather and everything is hitting like this, everybody, this is the time we need to get our butts up, get out, and start planting some food. I'm gonna say something right now that's gonna sound a little, to some, controversial. I'm gonna say this. I know I kept saying, like, save some food up for at least 3 months, save up some food for at least 6 months. If y'all notice, over the last few years, my number keep going up. Man, I say you should be growing as much food as you can grow, store as much food as you can store. And I'm gonna say, I know this is a long shot, and I know people gonna think I'm nuts. And excuse my eye, I had something in that mug last night, and it still ain't went down. I was tearing that eye up. I know it's gonna sound crazy. Don't think I'm crazy, because I'm not. I say you should save up at least 7 years worth of food. Don't ask me where I got that number from, because I'm not even going to start in on that. I'm not even going to begin where I get 7 years of food. I'm talking about, I'm not just saying dry goods. I'm talking about something in jars that's ready to eat right now. Right now, something ready to eat where you don't have to add water. You don't have to add water at all. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave that right there. So just set 7 years of food. 7 years. And I know if you live in a 2-bedroom apartment, you're gonna be like, 7 years of food? That's my whole apartment. Like I said, I warned you before I start talking. I said it's gonna sound crazy. Charlene, you say canned food? I don't care what kind of food it is. I don't care if you pressure canning it yourself. I don't care if you water bath canning it yourself. I don't care if you pressure can dehydrating it yourself, freeze drying it yourself, and I don't care if you buy canned goods that's already canned. I don't care if you buying bags of fruit roll-ups. I don't care. All I'm saying is 7 years of food. He gonna end up being at least 2 weeks worth if he don't shut up. 7 years of food. And you know, the more calm and beautiful everything is for me, and people gonna take this out of context, so I don't even care, because if you don't understand what I'm saying half the time, that's your fault, not mine. What I mean by that is, it scares me. And when I say it scares me, it don't scare me like I'm shook. It scares me like it puts me into overdrive to do better, to do more. I don't get scared like Scooby and Shaggy scared. Now, that ain't what I mean, because people like scared is biblical. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you can even call it inspiring if you want to. You can call it whatever you want to. But right now, you need to get up off your tailbone and go do something. Go plant something. I'm not gonna stay on here but a hot minute, but I said, let me stop, because one of the jobs I gotta do today is till this side of my garden. We got red mustard greens on that side, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna put down on this side. I might even let her handle that, because I got other stuff I need to do. But I know I need to run this tiller and till that up. What I wanted to tell you, because here's the whole beginning of this video, the whole start of this video was me running that tiller, and it's a reason I did that, because it was ridiculous. If you look at it, like, why are he doing that? He's showing off? No. I did that to show you, for the last over a year, everybody like, he ain't even gardening. He talking about solar power generators and stuff like that. Why ain't he gardening? Where's the food? Well, I thought you was, gardener. I thought you was lead farmer. You don't talk about firearms, and you don't talk about gardens no more. All you talk about is solar power generators and e-bikes and stuff like that, and prepping and packing and camping. That's because there is so much information to try to stay alive, and so much information to try to save your doggone soul. You can't wrap that all up in just one go from solar power generator to garden to save your soul to man, you gotta do it in steps. So this is what I want to tell you about the garden. If you're a normal homesteader, if you're a normal person with a garden, I ain't talking about you got 50 acres of farmland and stuff like that. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you just like me. You live next door to some people. You have a yard. There's probably a sidewalk in front of your house. You get what I'm saying, okay? The mailman comes to your house, yada, yada, yada. If you live on a parcel of land that's less than 2 acres, even if you own farmland, really, you need to be rotating your garden. I've been saying this for years. Y'all know, if you've been with me for years, you know. Because everybody one year was like, where's your sweet potato garden? It's over there. Why didn't you do nothing over there? You need to let your garden rest. You shouldn't work your land every single season. And then a lot of people start putting once your plants and stuff ain't performing like you want them to, right? Once your plants ain't performing like you want them to, what do? You go buy a whole bunch of weird chemicals that you don't even know nothing about. You don't know how they work. You just know they say grow lots of food and it grows them fast. You buy any kind, even if it's the organic stuff. Just bear with me. You go buy whatever it is, chemicals or organic. The only reason you start buying all this different fertilizer is because your soil is not performing. It's not your plant that's not performing. Your plant is fine. It's just like us. Right now, I'm fine. But if I was to drink some alcohol, or if I was to eat some junk food that's going to make my belly hurt and make me sick, if I was to eat something that's going to make me, I'm going to be jacked up. It's not me, it's what I put in me. And that's what you do to that soil. So if your soil is failing, your soil after a while turns into junk food, because it has no nutrition in it anymore. And then you start feeding it soil candy, basically, because that's what fertilizer is. You start feeding soil. You're not feeding the soil. You're trying to feed the plant. When you take the fertilizer and you putting it in the ground, what you kind of doing is giving your plant an IV. It's not healing naturally. It's not growing naturally. You got an IV in your plant and you trying to keep it alive and keep it afloat. That's why you keep jamming so much fertilizer down there, but you have no idea what the effects of whatever fertilizer you got is doing to your surrounding area. I live on a lake. All that stuff washes out here, and there's a goose. There's a couple of geese in this lake, and their wings are like this. Why did that happen? And all geese eat is water vegetation. That's all they eat. They come up on land, they eat vegetation. In the water, they eat vegetation. They don't eat meat, right? So they should be some of the healthiest creatures out here. Why are they deformed? Because everybody around here is putting fertilizer in their lawns, in their grass, in their swimming pools, and it's all washing out every time it rains, washes out into this lake. So they come on the land and eat the grass, they getting poisoned. Then they go back into the lake and swim around and eat the water vegetation and get poisoned. I seen a turtle. I'm not sure it was a turtle or a spider. This turtle looked like it had so many legs. Now, I didn't get a good close look at it, so I ain't gonna speak on it. But it looked like it had more than 4 legs. So, you do the math on it. How is all of this happening? It's happening because if we keep poisoning our land, all it's gonna do is wash out into the water and affect whatever else we gonna have to eat in the long run, right? So you feed that soil and you let that soil rest. You work that land. Y'all been watching me work my land for about 7 years, right? At this house. You've been watching me work this land for about 7 years, and then I stopped. I'm gonna tell you why I stopped. I've heard a lot of people start saying, oh, nothing to grow in my garden. Nothing, my garden did terrible this year. My garden did terrible. Once I knew I could fall asleep and grow cucumbers. And once I knew my cucumbers ain't working, it's time to stop. It's time to let your soil rest. Keep throwing leaves down there, normal grass clippings. Let that nutrition, coffee grounds, eggshells, let that stuff just sit out here and stink and turn into that black soil I just showed you. You gotta let that rest. See, I'm gonna tell you something about this. Everybody think it's one thing or the other. You think we're talking about either solar generators, either gardening, either prepping. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for the people that ain't trying to listen to this right here, that's where you failing at. That's where I get some of them emails at, because you think it's one or the other. You think protecting yourself with firearms, that's all you need to do? Do you think just growing a garden is all you need to do? I can link all of them together in one sentence. If you ain't prepared to leave if something happened, you doomed. If all you thinking about is gardening, you doomed. I'm gonna tell you why. If you're not growing food, you ain't got nothing to eat if something happened. So you don't have nothing to take with you if something happened. Now, if you're gardening and you're prepping, but you don't have any protection, how are you gonna protect it? All of this stuff go hand in hand, and I know people love hearing things like either is hot or cold. Either it's I'm gardening and that's it. Or either I'm prepping and that's it. Or either I got firearms and that's it. If that's your mentality, that's fine. But that is not survival. It's almost like, you know, the nutrition, the well-balanced meal of survival. You need to dibble and dabble in all of this. All of it. So when I ask you, have you quit yet? See, some people left because they thought I was going to go back in like I did the other day. This is kind of that. Did you quit yet means, are you starting to get comfortable because it's fall and it feel good outside and it's nice crisp feeling in the air and you starting to get into the holiday spirit and all of that weird stuff, and it ain't a whole bunch of stuff going on and knocking at your front door and ain't nobody passing out letters of something bad is going to happen. This is the worst time. Everybody think things is leveling out, but this is actually the worst time you could think of right now. This is it. This is the eye of the storm. And when I say it scares me, again, don't take that out of context. This calm, cool, and it's quiet scares me. It's the eye of the storm. And it made me get off. The next day when I got home from Florida, I immediately jumped on my garden. I've been back and forth to the dump a billion times because I'm just ripping stuff out and redoing everything. And I'm just out here every day. I started my pajamas, and sometimes I'll be like, let me take my pajamas off because I done ruined them. I done ruined about 3 pair of house shoes, just like because I'm in this garden. Or I done went to the dump in my pajamas. I'm going to tell you, I seen a young lady, a friend of ours here in the Greenhouse Lounge. I had been working all day and I felt so bad. She saw me kind of in my pajamas because I stopped in to grab me something to eat real quick. And she was like, Lead Farmer. I forget your name, sweetheart. I don't even want to butcher your name. But you know who I'm talking about. If you in here, you know, give a thumbs up. Look, she caught me off guard. I had grass and dirt. I had on these. Look, these ain't even like shoes. You know, what are those? You know, what are those? These are some of my waterproof shoes I used to wear at work. She caught me looking like I just buried somebody, you know, in the woods. But that's how focused I've been. Soon as I got back, I'm like, man, I don't got time to do nothing. I even stopped making videos for a few days because I was like, I got to get into the game. I got to get my head back in the game because my nerves is bad. I do this in the daytime, come in at night, can something, and then go to bed. Can at least something. You need about 7 years of food. Now here's the thing. For the people that's gonna ask me, why do you need 7 years of food stored away? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna let you go figure that out on your own. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Hands in the Dirt? What's up, bro? That's all I'm saying. Our 1 year, 2 years worth of food stocked away. I'm gonna tell you something else, and I don't like talking about politics or anything, and I'm not gonna talk about politics. So please don't indulge in that right now. But I'm just gonna talk about a sign that I see. Every corner of this planet is ready to fight one another. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna leave it right there. Okay? We ain't gonna say no names, we ain't gonna say no countries, don't say no presidents, don't say none of that crap. But we all know this looks like a gang war going on between billionaires. And we're the civilians. We're caught dead smack in the middle. You know, if you ever lived in gang neighborhood or gang territory, you know if a gang fight jump off, let's just say you at the mall. If a gang fight jump off at the mall, you ain't got nothing to do with that. But bullets will fly and you might get hit. You understand what I'm saying? When the bullets start flying for all of these people, you could even see when you sitting at the mall and you eating your ice cream, you looking over at this dude like, man, he looking crazy as I don't know what. You think he looking at you? What do you do when somebody, you think they looking at you? The first thing you do is look back, like make sure, is he looking at me or somebody else? You look behind you, and then it's another dude behind you looking at this dude. Okay, they ain't looking at me. They looking at each other. You know, they looking like they want to fight. What do? You get up and move. Like, I don't want to be between these two dudes because it looks like imminent danger. You get your kids, come on, but I ain't done with my ice cream. Grab it, come on, put it in the bag, let's go. But my ice cream fell. Come on, shut up, let's go. That's the end of the mall. That's the end of it. Let's leave. That's what is happening right now. I don't want to talk about them politicians, but if you don't pay attention, you gonna miss it. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna be a bystander. You ain't gonna be the one watching at home, watching on the news like, see, didn't I tell you something was gonna pop off? How many times you done ran into that like, I knew something was wrong. I told you, I knew it. That dude was looking too crazy. See, I'm that dude, because I'll be like, I did not tell you. That fool was looking a little crazy right there. Didn't I tell you? That's why we left. Or is you gonna be the one sitting there like, he looks angry. So does this guy. They really need a hug. If you sitting there trying to figure out somebody's mental in the middle of that, that's what's happening right now. Every superpower on the planet is mad at each other right now. And we smack dab in the middle. We don't have no say-so. We can't go to our leader and say, don't do that. Would you stop that? They can't go to their leader and say, listen, we don't want this. Some of their people is even leaving their, I'm gonna say, place of business. They're escaping their place of business because they like, listen, we don't want to fight nobody. We tired of this. We just gonna leave. See what they doing? They doing just like I told you. They see something going on in the mall on both sides. Amazing. They see something going on both sides. Sorry about that. It's gonna happen one more time. I know it is. Anyway, it's gonna happen on both sides and you're gonna get caught in the middle. Those people over there is leaving, and now we have a whole nother side of the mall, the mall being Earth, okay? We got a whole nother side of the mall. Now they about to go fighting. We got people fighting by all the escape doors and all the emergency exits. We trapped in the middle of this. We trapped in the middle. Now, there is one thing we can do. It's the equivalent of getting down. You know, when you trapped in the middle of a gang fight, all you can do is hit the ground, cover your head, get behind something thick and heavy. That's all you can do. And pray. And pray. Okay. If you know how to escape a gang fight in the mall, okay, this is the equivalent of that. Right now, what we need to be doing is the equivalent of that is, man, plant you some food, put you some food away, get your doggone preps ready, get your gear ready. How many people went to camp and they ain't looked in their bag ever since they got back from camp? No, no, no. Practice your freaking preps. I left from camp, went straight to Florida, and we still had to practice our preps. If it wasn't so romantic, kinda, during the hurricane, I would have recorded half of it, and you would have seen he really doing this. Even on vacation, on my anniversary, when that hurricane hit, we did some stuff that when we left to go to Florida, I took my bug out trailer. I took our tent, our bug out bags. I showed y'all that in Florida. I took everything because I'm like, man, anything can happen between. I ain't talking about our light everyday carry bags. We had those too, but I'm talking about our hardcore. If it go down, we out of here. Take your gear. Get your gear in order. Just because you don't see people making videos about it, don't stop. Don't quit. It's not over. You want to hear something else? I'm gonna go off my own opinion right here. I don't think it's ever gonna stop. I don't think none of this is ever gonna quit. I don't think none of this is gonna stop until something catastrophic happens. And then some people don't hear nothing till they get punched in the mouth. Oh, who said that? Mike Tyson, right? So Mike Tyson said something like that. People don't believe until they get punched in the mouth. And some people don't believe they'll get killed by a hurricane until they floating down the river face down. Some people don't realize that they're in harm's way. Some people just don't get it until it's too late. I'm putting him on a spits with some barbecue sauce on his back. Y'all ain't gonna hear him too much longer. Believe that. Okay. But I'm just telling y'all, put 7 years of food away. 7 years worth of food. If you already got your pantries full, your cabinets full, it's a lot of people to say, I'm super ready. That's what I always say, right? Are we though? Are we though? 7 years worth? Y'all ever made some s'mores at camp? Graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow, graham cracker. You can do the same thing with chicken, cheese, and lettuce and tomato. You can do the same thing. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna end up having to show you how to make a chicken s'mores real quick. Anyway, matter of fact, y'all know I got that grinder. He don't know. The girl seen it. The hen seen the grinder. He ain't seen it because he stays in the shed. I need him to fertilize them eggs so I can hatch my own eggs. But I'm telling you, he on my last nerve, man. He on my last nerve. I'm gonna introduce him to the grinder. So anyway, don't give up, please. Please don't give up. Does anybody have any questions about anything right now? When I say anything, not just the solar generators, not just the e-bikes, not just the skateboards and all. I mean anything that's going to help you. Okay? No, I'm not even talking to him. Is there anything that can we get a video on how you process your chickens, please? No, I'm not gonna put that video up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm never gonna do that again. I did that years ago, and those people, I'm not even gonna say their name. They came at me with ferocity. What I found out over the years is they don't mind when some people process their chickens, slitting their throats and all other kind of stuff. They don't mind if some people do it. But when other people do it, man, they be breathing all down your back. I'll never do that again. That's something you're gonna have to purchase a book. You're gonna have to do some reading or go watch one of those videos where they actually let those people show you how to process it. I can't do that no more. It's ridiculous. They pick and choose who they let do certain things on some of these platforms, so I don't even want to touch it. Some things we all have to do some learning and educating on our own. Be Rich, what's up, bruh? Said, what are you planning for your fall garden? That's a good question. Um, Hold on. What do you do if you're four in a house and only two prep? I don't understand your question. Can you retype that? Can you show us how to use a compass? There's really nothing to show. You need to find your north. Where's your north? Dude, okay, I can show you right now. Where is north of where you're standing right now or sitting? There's an app on your phone right now. Google or download that app. Find out where your north is. If you don't want to do the app, wherever the sun, look where the sun comes up in the morning in your yard. Let me show you something. My sun comes up right, literally. See the line of this leaf and see where my house is? The sun comes up in the east and it goes down in the west. Now you got to know your east from your west, and that will give you your north and your south. So the south side of my house is over there. The north side of my house is behind me right now. So you have to know that you have to start there to even begin picking up a compass. You got to know regular old sun going down, coming up. That's typical, okay? So I can give you that much. Now, for my question for Be Rich, what am I planting? Let me tell you this. I'm not planting nothing I'm not eating. Right now, I'm working on collard greens, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, collard greens, and whatever else she about to put down. Oh, lettuce, cabbage. So I'm not planting a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff, man. And really, you need to be trying to grow something that's going to give you the most food as possible, like lettuce, kale, collard greens, something that's going to give you a lot for a little. Let me see. What type of camera do you use when you first start making your videos? Whatever kind of camera you can use, just use it. If you're going to be using a camera, do what you got to do. It's not that serious, I promise you. Unless you're about to make a movie, that's a whole nother ball game. Should I start growing greens now? I have two south-facing windows. If you want to eat greens, grow greens. Let me see. Said prep for everyone in the house unless you're going to evict them when you need to use your preps. Said leg, can you can learn how to use a compass for free at any Boy and Girl Scout. Well, they gotta put in that work. We are we are four staying in the house. Oh, four people in the house. My dad and my sister doesn't prep, only me. And my girlfriend does. How do I get them to prep? You don't. I'm gonna be rude with it right there. You don't. There let me tell you something. There comes a time when it's up to you when to decide enough is enough. People ask me why I stopped talking about certain things because that time has passed. I can only say so much. I can only tell people so much of what I know or what I'm doing. I can't make nobody do anything. Once you can't, once you figure out this person don't get it, move on. Family, friend, or foe, it don't matter. After a while, that's not your job anymore. Your job was to bring forth the light of letting them know what's wrong, what's going on. For instance, if I told you a dog was chasing us, somebody, I run past you. If I run past you, and then somebody, what's wrong? A dog chasing you, better run, you better run. If you still sitting here like, I don't see no dog, when the dog gets you, that's your fault. I yelled and told you, run, a dog is coming. There's no difference with this right here because that's what's happening. I am screaming, a dog is coming and it's foaming at the mouth. You can't see it, but I've already encountered the dog. I'm running at full blast, heart thumping like a drummer, and you sitting here want proof when you, I mean, so, I ain't gonna say that. I don't ask nobody as a dog chase. If I see somebody running, I just get up and start running. I have literally been pulled over by the police and they thought I was part of a party that had done something wrong. Well, why was you running? Because everybody was running. You know, I don't know. I didn't know what was happening. Once they proved that I ain't had nothing to do with what I saw, once I seen about 3 or 4 dudes run past me, I started running. I don't want to find out what they running from. Come to find out they was running from the police. And yes, I did get caught and I got stopped and I got questioned. Man, why was you running? Why was you running? Man, listen, I don't know. Who, where the rest of them at? Rest of who? The other dudes that was running? I don't know. I was running because they was running. I was over here on this porch and I seen these dudes running. I didn't want to find out what it was for. If you do that, you bound to drizzle. You gonna get what you deserve. Okay? So right now, I'm kind of I'm so far past certain people of screaming a dog is coming, you can't even hear me no more. So all I need to focus on right now, instead of me keep screaming, using my lungs to scream and tell you to be careful, I need to use these lungs so I can run faster. That's it. Right now, I kind of like I'm saying my piece with y'all better tighten up. But for the most part, I can't slow down to tell you. I'm not going to stop and breathe. You better start running because a dog is about 10 yards behind us. Let's go. I'm not stopping to tell you. I'm going to run past you. A dog is coming. What? A dog is coming. That's it. So that's how that is. Now, some of the questions was a little crazy and I passed them up on purpose. Um, Let me see. It was one that I wanted to answer. Da, 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 da. Let me go back. Let me go back, y'all. Hold on. Because it was a question. There was a question that I did want to answer. Okay. Where am I that I can grow bananas in my yard? I'm in South Carolina. You want to know something? Want to know something real whack too? This one got a banana leaf coming out. I got a leader coming out. Look at this. In October. I'm so mad I could spit. This is my plantain. You see it right there? The leader, that's the fruiting bud right there. See it? It's too late. It ain't gonna give me no food. It ain't gonna give me no bananas this late. But I'll be ready next year because I let all the pups grow. But I'm gonna tell you this, for you and your family, my brother, I know you love them and everything, but you can't make anybody do anything. Do you have a greenhouse ready for your tropicals? No. That's the one I was looking for. No, I don't. Because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be living here in the next 3 months or so. So I canceled my order to have that greenhouse built in that corner. So I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna have to figure something out and quick. Where can you buy the Mylar bags, etc. I'm gonna be honest with you about Mylar bags. If you're just getting on board buying Mylar bags, either you're gonna pay out of the crease for them or you can't find them. Go wherever you can. When people ask me, where can I find a pressure canner? Wherever you can. And don't be trying to be all stingy with the price because you're going to pay for them. Somebody said they sell them on Amazon, but they always out. That's right, Melanie. Uh, so you watched a winemaking video and now you sipping on the results of your labor? Congratulations. Does any of your power stations have a smell using, especially when the fan is running? When when they're brand spanking new, they all smell like warm plastic, warm, cheap plastic. Yes. When they're brand spanking new, they all smell like warm, cheap plastic when the fan comes on. And after a while, you won't smell that no more. Do you recommend planting only from seed or starters or from lows or kale or collards? Zane, wherever you can. I've been saying this for years. I have no shame on getting those starts. And this is not a contest. This is not a contest. If we're running out of time, for instance, let me show you something I did. I bought this yesterday and I just put them in today. I can't show you everything, okay? Because see my starts. I put my starts in today. I bought them yesterday. See what I'm saying? Let me show you over here. Oh, well, got my starts ready. That's not from seed. And let me show you something. Let me show you again. When you let your soil rest. Now, see, this is all the soil from all the old pots and stuff. You dump that on your garden like that, right? Now, I want to show you this up close and personal. Hold on. I got stung by a millipede the other day, so I'm trying to watch myself. Let me show you something. Let me show you that. Black, rich soil. Black and rich. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to do. This is what you get from just letting your soil rest, full of nutrient. Let me show you the result of letting your soil rest. This is the result of letting your soil rest. Do you see these mustards? Red mustards, right? I'm a, all of this is red mustard. Every last one of those. No more weeds. Lady Lead went in there and took all the weeds out, right? She took all the weeds out of this whole thing. Now it's just, even that patch over there is a million red mustard green babies. We didn't plant those. We left our mustard greens here from last year and didn't do nothing all summer, let the soil rest, and this is what happened. These is mustard greens growing from the plants we planted last year. They was out here all winter, went to seed, and here we go. Let me shut this food up. I'm gonna eat you, boo. And that ain't no threat. That's a promise. So you get that, and now I'm tilling this side so we can get this stuff ready over here. Now, as you can see, my persimmons did a bang up job. Bananas is growing. I got all kind of stuff going on here, y'all. And somebody who asked me about Bonita. This is Rasputia. Y'all know who she is. What do you need to add to soil that we use? What do you need to add to soil that we used once? I don't understand your question. That we used once. I'm gonna take y'all out to Bonita. Retype your question because I didn't understand it. And I have my fire pit out here going, burning up all these pallets. This is Bonita after all these years. Remember that? She looking rough, but she broke off. A tornado hit right here and literally twisted her off of this stump. That's her big giant trunk. That's her big juicy thigh right there. And one little bean grew out the side and I let it grow. And she grew back. And she ended up producing 2 fruit. A squirrel got one, and I'm gonna take this off with y'all right now. And no, I ain't gonna go to crying this time. This is Bonita's fruit after all these years, after she got, look at that. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Now, while she was down, Rasputia got gigantic and was holding down the fort for her. You see, she full of fruit. I ain't even bothered touching none of it yet. So, nothing to worry about, family. Pecans and everything growing. This is Norbit, my other persimmon tree. Now I'm gonna sit back down here and then we'll finish this up because I do got some work to do and I'm not gonna hold y'all long today again. I mean it, because I really got work to do. What's up, Broke Farmer? Any questions? Look at that. Look at that. After all these years, Bonita's still pumping them out. All her babies be pretty too. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't she pretty? So never give up. Yeah, this is Norbit, and that's Rasputia right there. And everybody know about Bonita. But this is my baby. Me and Lady Leg gonna share that because this is special right here. It's another special persimmon. Any questions? I'm gonna leave this answering questions. How much land do you have that you plant on? That's a question right there. I literally only plant right here. I plant in containers, and let me show you the sweet potato patch, okay? You can't really tell because it's all grass right there. But I got a till from that fig tree all the way back to these beehives. I gotta till that up and get that ready. Which variety is that one? Norbit is a, I always forget the name of this doggone thing. And I say it and then I forget it. I think of it, bro. I think of it. I'm gonna think of it, then I'm gonna tell you. But we plant over here in this whole area from their house over here, that's mine. From their fence over here, that's we plant all of that, and then we plant all of this right here, all of this, and then everything in our drums over there, drums over here, containers over there and on my back porch. Any other questions? Oh, what kind of persimmon are you? What could somebody look up what kind of persimmon is shaped like an acorn? My brain is hot. Tamapan, thank you. God, what? That why is that such a hard name to remember? It's a Tamapan persimmon. They are hard to find and they are as expensive as all get out. You have to eat them when they turn to jelly, which is sad. I wish I could eat them when they was crunchy because I like the way they look, but you literally have to let them turn into a bag of jello before you can eat them. They're delicious, but you got to let them wait. Do you have water? Do you have to water the ground trees? Do you have to water the ground trees? You know what? When you first establish them, you do, but after a while, you don't got to do anything. Are Fuyu good trees? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So, broke, that's a Tamapan persimmon. And let me show y'all something else that smells so good. What type of fruit is that? That was a Tamapan persimmon. Yeah, you see it gardening with mom. She's back. Oh, Benita back. I got one more thing to show you guys that's just off the chain. Do you have a Maru persimmon? No, I don't. Say, winter is not far away. See if you can get that free firewood from the orange store. Time. I don't have to. You know, I collect firewood. I made a video that I don't even put out. Do I have any guavas? Yes, I have. I had got about 4 pink guavas. No, I got 6 pink guavas. Let me see. Say for my non-solar generator, do I have just gas powered or dual fuel? I have just gas powered. Thank you, Psalms 91. Thank you. How many people? Oh, while I'm sitting here, here's a question I'm going to answer in this last few minutes that people always ask me, and I never get a chance to show you. What do I need to add? What do I need to add to the soil to replenish it? Everything. Where's your soil at? Is it in a container or is it in the ground? If it's in the ground, just put everything out there. Coffee ground, eggshells, dead leaves, grass clippings, old sticks, compost, wood chips. You just keep throwing natural, or you feed soil what it eats. You got to understand what soil eats. How are the rabbits? They are great. And I haven't mated them yet because Black's Tropical Homestead said it was too hot and I should wait. So, I don't know much about rabbits, so I'm just listening to the pros right now. Yeah, that's right, broke farmer. All organic matter. Everything is going to break down from leaves, grass, everything. Psalms 91, nice to meet you. Was that you? Psalms 146? Psalms 91. Was that you I saw at the store? And I was looking like I was in a Thriller video. Let me show. How many people always ask me, I know somebody is in here. Every video, somebody asks me, do I have pawpaw trees? How many people are in here right now and you always ask me about my pawpaw trees and I'd be like, I got them. I don't think about them. You can throw skins for food as well. Yes, you can. You can actually throw meat out there, but something else is going to eat it. Black Tropical Homes says that rabbit poop is ready always, and I just throw it out here. Love knows my pawpaws died. I got all of mine. I'm gonna tell you what I learned about pawpaws. A friend of mine, Adam Ness, gave me some pawpaws and they died. That's because I thought they needed to be planted. I planted them on my land out here. I'm gonna tell you exactly where I had them. I had them out there with my loquat trees out there, and they just died. I couldn't figure it out, right? That's because uh, pawpaws like to be in an understory. All of this mess you see right here, this ain't mess. This ain't mess. Let me show you something that's gonna um how many people do permaculture? And I don't like getting into talking about that because people get weird when they start talking about that. How many people do permaculture? Okay, let me tell you one thing about that I know about permaculture because I do it. I just don't talk about it because I think it's ridiculous. People turn that into something weird. Permaculture is ugly. No, I do not have Sharon fruit. Permaculture looks bad. Permaculture is not cute. Permaculture type of gardens, you kind of want them where nobody else can see if you live in a neighborhood because you just pretty much just put everything down and it's a little bit of everywhere. That's what pawpaws thrive in. I sold a lot of elderberry cuttings, and some people said their elderberry didn't do well. And I said, what did you do? Oh, I took it and I put it in a bucket and then I planted it in the ground. I put it out here in the sun. No. Let me show you something. All of this all mixed up together back here, this mess is permaculture. It's just when I cut my grass, I just blow the grass out there. On the other side of that, is the creek, Washiokuchi Creek. Now let me show you. Wachi Oak Hushi Creek. Because I know people gonna ask me again. What is this? Elderberry. Look at all of this. What is this behind me? Tamapan persimmon. What's on this side of me? Pecan tree. Now, what do we got deep down in this crap? Look at all this mess. All of this is elderberry that I planted from my cuttings. Pawpaw tree. I'm gonna show you how big it got. They grow really slow, but this one for some reason is growing like wildfire. Look at this. When I bought this, I had to move this tag up here because the tree was only this tall, right? Now it's way up here. Oh, you can't even see it, it's so tall. It's way up here as tall as me. So it's over 5 feet tall now. And here's another branch where it branched off over here. That's one of my pawpaw trees. The other ones, I know this is crazy. I'm not gonna reach in here because I might grab a snake. My other pawpaw tree, if you can see this, wait a minute, is right here. Can you see that? Pawpaw leaves. And the other one, it's 3 of them in here. And I'm not going all the way in there. Cause this is like a scary movie. You go in there and you won't find your way out. So I got a bunch of pawpaw trees. The thing that they love, which I found out, okay, in my own experience, leave them the hell alone. Put them in an understory, plant them with the other stuff that they're planted with, and leave them alone. The elderberry, I put little sticks. I think I showed y'all the video of me doing that. I did record that video of me and Lady Led planting the elderberry, because this is all wild blackberry too. So there you go. If you want to plant this stuff across Wachiokuchi Creek on my other side of my land, let me show you. On the other side of my land over here, this is mine too. That's where that freaking beaver lives. See, that's the beaver dam down there. I'm gonna get his butt. But if you can see right there, let me move my arm. That's a pawpaw tree right there. See it? Look at the leaves. That's a pawpaw tree right there with pawpaws on it, where it did have them on there. And also elderberry that I stuck over there on my land. So again, just because you don't see it on a video, me and Lady Lead stay busy. We stay busy. When I plant my elderberry, I go back over there and I replant. You replant. You never take your whole crop. When I say cut some of your crop, harvest your crop, and you put some back, you replant it or you let it go to seed so you can replant. You don't see me doing too many Home Depot trips too much no more, right? Because I've been just getting stuff where I could just harvest, replant half of it. Every mustard green in there is free. Every red mustard green that I showed you a minute ago, free. It did it itself. We didn't plant it. Let me show you how thick that and dense this is packed in. And it did it itself. We didn't do that. Let me show you, because right now it just look like weeds, don't it? Watch this. All those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of red mustard green babies. Literally, I could just rip them out and replant them over on the whole other side over there. All of that is just literally hundreds, especially this patch. Hundreds, no exaggeration, of red mustard green. Because it didn't take no energy to do that. I never watered it. I literally, this is my God's honest truth, okay? I have not cut my sprinkler system on all year. All year. I thought I was gonna do it, what was that, 2 months ago. So I put my plug back in the sprinkler system. And I never even primed the doggone thing. And I was like, I'm gonna prime it. Never did. I have never cut my watering system on all year. So the nutrients and the moisture inside of this garden, it did it itself from permaculture. Just keep dumping stuff on there, letting it do its own thing. Can you show us your mulberry tree? I've gotten a couple recently. I sure can. You better hold on. Now, I'm going to tell you this, okay? The beaver ate 50%, maybe 60% of this tree. And I'm going to show you what it still look like. Watch this. We're going to go for a little walk. See my bees still doing their thing. This is the construction hive, y'all. This is beginning to be my most powerful hive, too. And this is my package. They whack. Still whack. This is a Shinko Asian pear tree that I stuck here just because I ain't had nowhere else to get it. Because all of the land you looking at, from that tree to that tree to the beehives to this fig tree, all of this land is my garden. I planted this, I just sat this tree here and it grew through the pot. So I left it here. Now you wanted to see my mulberry tree. This is it. All of this came from a 6-inch twig that I jammed in the dirt right here about 3 years ago. Hold on. I want you to see something. I put this gate up around it because a beaver came and ate all of it that used to be over here. This was the actual main tree over here. You see, he still eats it. When they grow too far, he has cut it off. He'll eat it off. This was the main tree over here. Let me move this. I'm going to show you. See it? The beaver did that. That was the main tree. So when he ate these off, that all came from that one little stick. When he ate that off, these other ones grew. The other ones grew, and they end up being bigger. Once I put this gate around it last year, these were able to get ginormous. So as you can see now, the trunk of this tree, you know, this is a tree. If you can see that. So all of this is elderberry. I mean, all of this is mulberry. All of this whole monster. So my plans is I'm about to plant a Pakistan mulberry that I picked up from Florida in a minute. So here's another question. Now I done showed y'all my pawpaw tree. I'm about to show y'all my my loquat. Oh, still getting figs. Still getting little figs. They ain't gonna make it. My jujubes was off the chain. If you don't have a jujube tree, you need to buy one. They are off the chain. This is for the guy that told me, you planting both of them jujubes in one hole, that'll never work. This goes out to him. What was that, 2 years ago? That dude said, you planting jujubes, 2 jujube trees in one hole. That's gonna fail. Is it though? Is it really? This is our grafted apple that my son did. Now this, oh God, that smells so good. This is my loquat blooming, and it smells better than anything you ever smelt in your life. This is a gold nugget. These are gold nugget loquat trees. How is my black mission fig? I'm gonna go back. We passed it. I'm gonna take you back over there so I can show it to you. Now here's is that same little tree I planted years ago, and I done butchered this tree, and this is the other gold nugget in bloom. Gold nugget loquat tree is giant. It has gotten giant. That boy is beautiful. So I got these the ones that I told you I had in containers right here, and I'm about to plant that there because these are so beautiful. I'm about to put the ones I got in containers, I'm about to put them in the ground. Now let's head back here, back to the scene of the crime. How's my black mission fig? That's it right there. I'm heading to it. Why are they blooming in the fall? Because that's what they do. They bloom in cold weather, and it don't get cold like that here. Here's my black mission fig. It got figs on it. They might not make it. This thing stay loaded. We eat off of this tree so much, I don't even do videos on it no more. This is the second crop. And you see it's fully loaded, full of black mission figs all over this mug. Look at this. All over. If you ever get a black mission fig, it is literally my number one. My number two is LSU Gold, because they're so prolific. You talking about grow all day. Now, I haven't even showed y'all all the stuff I brought from Florida, my coffee and all that. I ain't even showed y'all none of that stuff yet. Now, let me introduce y'all to a couple other things. Oh, you see I'm getting my stuff cleaned up and everything, but let me show you my girls. We out here. I might as well. There go my rabbits. Look at these. All right. Clear it out, girls. Clear it out. And there go my crew in there. See, I made a space with them in here with the chickens, but they got their own little lifestyle. Here go Clyde and Bunny. Bunny and Clyde still living it up. And they don't mind at all. She acting a little strange. She must be ready to do the doggone wild thing, because normally she all in the mix. She come right up to the gate. What's wrong, baby? Bunny. Okay, I get it. Now he all in my face. That sound like a dinner bell to me. Okay. Let's keep it going. I told you, all of this is getting ripped out. These are my, look at that. Keep it coming. Y'all know what this is. Who know what that is? They ain't quite ready yet, so I'm not gonna taste them. But my tree is loaded. We going down Lemon Lane. Now I'm gonna show y'all something why you gotta let things rest. These is a couple of new ones that I brought in when I was in Florida a while back. Here's one I've been working on. Valencia orange. I got this when I was at Florida a while back. Y'all remember that. This is one I told you I got stuff I couldn't even show you. Valencia orange. It actually grew oranges from them little flowers I was showing. And of course, Lillian. What do you see wrong with Lillian right now? That who just said about my pomegranates? His pomegranates is by the brick porch. Here's the pomegranates. That big tree right there is pomegranate. This big tree in front of this umbrella is pomegranate. Both of them. I'll show you real quick. I just walked up to it. That's a pomegranate tree right here in our face. This whole thing. And that's a pomegranate tree. This whole thing. And here's another pomegranate. I planted a little plot of different kinds of, not me, of different kind of pomegranates here in front of these trash cans. Those are just a bunch of different kind. I just stuck them all in one hole, and they was only about 7 inches, 8 inches tall, but now look, they're as tall as me. Okay, somebody said no lemons on Lillian. Exactly. Now, there's a reason for that. Look how big she is with no fruit on her. Look at this. Look at her trunk. I'm doing this for a reason. Look at this whole thing. Every 7 years or so, 5 or 7 years, take all the freaking fruit off and let your trees recuperate. Let them recuperate. Look at the trunk on her now. Okay? Let your trees rest. Let them rest. You ain't, what I literally got gallons upon gallons of lemon juice. I don't need more lemons. So I just cut her off. I pruned her hard. Look, let me show you. I pruned her hard. And I sent some of y'all the cuttings. I pruned her hard, right? All over, because she came on, y'all know, y'all seen the video, she came all the way over here. But I pruned her so hard, and I did that so she can rest. Because next year, she gonna pump out lemons like crazy. They're gonna be on the ground again. Now, these trees here, they're fairly new. This is the, oh, what is it called? Not the Chicago. I always talk about this. It's on the tip of my tongue. My orange tree. Not the chocolate. Dang it, man. Get it together. And the tag ain't gonna say it, I bet you. No. I don't even know why that's still on there. That's useless. That ain't giving me no information anymore. I gotta make a tag for this. Hold on. Brown Select. Brown Select, family. Here's my Brown Select orange. Brown Select. Oh, look at her. She's hid a couple from me. She hid a couple of big ones from me. I guess I missed them. So Lillian, she at least got 2 lemons waiting on me, I guess. I tried to pull them all. But here's the Brown Select. Now this one, I tried to thin this one so it could grow a stronger base. Because you see how I used to have it tied up because it was pulling. Now look, it start growing into the trunk. I don't need this anymore because once I thinned it out, it could let the trunk grow thicker and bigger. And now here it is. Look, here go the tag. I already made a tag for it. Brown Select. All right. What kind of lemon tree is Lillian? She's a Mylar lemon. This used to be my mightiest Brown Select orange tree. This was the little rascal, right? Now, the little rascal is so loaded with fruit, they dragging the ground. Scrub the ground. Scrub the ground. You don't want this to happen, but it is what it is. You see that. I can't stop it. But you see it's loaded. It's loaded with fruit all over the tree. And they about ready too. She about ready. I'm taking you. Just because they green, y'all, that don't mean nothing. That's ready and we gonna taste it. Now here's the orange tree that I grafted onto. This was a Brown Select, it wasn't doing so good. And I chopped it off and I grafted these branches onto it from other kind of orange trees. So I can't remember all the orange trees that I grafted on here, but here you go. One of them didn't take. This one didn't take. But the rest of them, as you can see, did. And it grew just fine. So I got about 3 different kind of oranges on this tree. Satsuma type oranges. Now, ruby red grapefruit, big girl. And I got one that I want to introduce y'all to. I haven't came up with a name for her yet. But I'm thinking of either Selma or Dolly. This tree goes out to a very dear couple of friends of mine. If y'all know them, please raise your hands and put your hands together for Gigi's Natural and Eco Neighbor. Put your hands together for Eco Neighbor and Gigi's Natural. When I was in Florida, just this last time, a few days ago actually, I did a U-turn and I went back to grab this tree. This is a pink pomelo, a pink pomelo, a pink pomelo. And the reason I got it, thank you everybody. Please put your hands together for Gigi's Natural and Eco Neighbor. Y'all know them and y'all love them. Please put your hands together for them. I bought this tree in dedication to them. I never wanted a pomelo before. I never even cared. Never even cared. But I saw Eco Neighbor pull off a pomelo one year and cut that man head-sized fruit open and blow my mind. And I said, I gotta have one. And I could never find one, and they cost a fortune. So what did I do? I stumbled on one when I was in Florida this last time. And I told him, I called him. I said, man, I'm thinking about getting one. He said, man, they expensive. I said, I know. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why I got this tree. I got that tree. All of this stuff is going in the ground too, you guys. I'm waiting till spring though. Lemon Lane, this is all my citrus. Well, a lot of it anyway. Okay. There's a reason why I dedicated that tree to them. They stepped out on faith. Raise your hand if you've been watching their journey. Raise your hand if you've been watching Eco Neighbor and Gigi's natural journey from selling their house, moving out on land in the middle of nowhere on all this acreage, getting rid of their house, buying an RV to live in, literally live in. Never lived in one before. They stepped out. That is the epitome of stepping out on faith. I was just talking about this the other day, right? Stepping out on faith. They was like, and my boy Eco was like, it was a learning curve for me. Y'all know, y'all heard him say it like, man, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know nothing about no RV. But look at him now. I just watched his video. This man done bought him a tractor. He out here plowing and working his land. The only downside that I saw to that whole journey is they had to leave their pomelo. What did that? Her name was Pamela, Pam. They had to leave Pam behind. That's the equivalent of me leaving Lillian behind. What would you do, right? Couldn't do it, man. So I told him, man, I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing this in your honor, man, because that hurt my heart when I knew they had to leave. He took a graft. The graft worked. I mean, the air layer. Their air layer worked. Yet they called theirs Pam. Their air layer worked, but it didn't make it. And that's heart-wrenching. To wait for some fruit, because I guess it take those things forever to fruit. It took them forever to fruit, and when it finally fruited, they had to leave because of their life journey. And I said, you know what? I got you, bruh. I got you, sis. I'm going to grow one on Easley Island for you. Okay? So, I got to think of a name, and I'm thinking Dolly. I ain't going to tell you why. I ain't going to tell you why I'm going to name her Dahlia. I'm still working on it. That ain't set in stone yet. That ain't set in stone. But there you go. So we going to open this orange. And if you got any questions, look at that. If you got any questions for me, this to let you know, your oranges be ready. Your oranges be ready. They ain't at their super sweetest. Would I like some papaya seeds? I got some papaya trees that I brought from down there. Thank you, though. Thank you. Oh, somebody said, I understand why, Dolly. You know, people always think you gotta wait till your lemons or your oranges turn super orange or super yellow, and that's a super lie. I've been growing citrus for years. Why, Dolly? Because the fruit is big? No, because it looked like the wheels on a hand truck, like on a dolly. This is proof that that's a lie. This is proof that you don't have to wait till your peel get 100% yellow to eat your fruit. because sometimes you'll wait, depending on where you live, you'll wait too long and it'll be mushy and gross and lightweight bitter, because it goes from super sweet to almost bitter and tasteless, right? So you don't want to wait all the time till it turns all the way orange. It's still full of nutrients. It ain't as full of nutrients as it should be, but as you can see, look at that. Look at that. Seeds is in it, letting you know it's fully pollinated. Super sweet. Super sweet. You don't always gotta wait to the last minute. Super sweet, super juicy. Now, if this was dry, you got a problem. You picked it too early. This is full of juice. I'm gonna keep that seed. So, this is what it is, family. When you starting out, don't let YouTube fool you. Just because you don't see somebody posting a video on all the stuff that they accomplishing, don't mean they ain't doing it. Did the blood orange survive the winter? Yeah, I passed it. I passed it. It's over there, and it's in the ground. I'll take you with me. Come on. See the blood orange? I'll show you the blood orange. This thing is so sweet. None of them might not make it. I think I'm about to go clean them up. All right. This is one of the blood oranges right here. The Smith blood orange. Remember, when I bought this, it was like down here, remember? Now look. And that's the tree. This my sweet Miwa kumquat next to it. See how, let me give you a better visual. Okay, this is me. Here's the Miwa, right? Here's the Smiths. This how big it got. In the ground. I did this last year. It survived in the ground. It survived in the ground, in the cold, in the snow. We had that snowfall and it stayed a couple days. It didn't miss a beat. Matter of fact, it kept growing. So I got another one. That an animal knocked over. Where is it? I had it set. It ain't dead though. An animal knocked it over and I didn't know. Here it go. See how bad that look? Just the other one, but it's not dead. So I'm gonna keep it and I'm just gonna bring it back to life, because that thing is priceless. But all the apples, oh, and the pears, you see the two pear trees? We done already harvested all of that. I done harvested, I done pruned up both of these trees. I planted one that I grafted right here. This is one of the grafts. This is one of the grafts I did live. You guys were watching me and I was grafting this tree, and then bees just came out of nowhere and landed in some bee equipment that was behind me. Anybody remember that? Here's that grafted tree. I cut that thing down to the stump and grafted a bunch of pieces on here. Let me show you. Here's the graft right here. See that? That's the graft. That's the graft where I graft. You can even see the black electrical tape right here. You can see the black electrical tape here, and you can see the black electrical tape right here and right here. This is where I grafted. The other grafts that I did on here, I cut off. Now, this is a Seco pear now. It used to be a moon glow pear, The stump down here was a moon glow, and I cut that off because I took the moon glow pear off. I'm gonna show you this. My bad, my bad. I was trying to squeeze this down. I'm doing all other kind of stuff. I took the moon glow pear off and I grafted it onto this Bartlett pear tree. So all of this whole side of this pear tree is moon glow. Then you got Bartlett, and then over here is Orient pear. So I got 3 or 4 different pears on here. I got Secco, moon glow, Bartlett, and Orient on this tree. And y'all watch me do it too. Y'all watch me do that live. Lord, thank you. So I'm telling you right now, don't let YouTube fool you. You can do this. You can do it. It's not as simple. Which pear do you like best? I like them all. I'm a pear fanatic. But my favorite pear is a Anjou pear. I got that in a, oh, I didn't even show y'all my pears. I got a row of Asian. My battery about to die. Didn't die the other night, it's dying now. I got a row of Asian pears in the front of the house, Asian pears behind me, but I also have a Anjou pear, and it might not produce fruit because it's too hot down here. But I planted it anyway because it's my favorite pear tree. My second favorite pear is a Bartlett. Hands down, all day, forget about it, Bartlett. So, any questions before I go? Here I go, talk about I ain't gonna be here long. Hour and a half later. Any questions? Keep that. I ain't throwing no seeds away right now. Any questions so far? Any? I'm zoomed in. You growing pawpaw? Yes, I am. I told you, somebody asks me that every time. Am I still zoomed in, y'all? How are the bees? They right here behind me. They're great. They're behind me. We passed them back here, passed them in front of the house, and I got one in the driveway. Can you grow eucalyptus where you at? No, I've never tried to grow eucalyptus tree. I don't really, I know it's medicinal, but I've never tried to grow it. Can I start seeds for spring indoors or over winter? You can do either or. Bro, thank you, bro. You know, man, you just stick it in the ground. Everybody think it's so difficult. It's not. Is my face still, am I still zoomed in? Hold on. I got a billion apps open. Let me see. Do I have any aloe? Yes, I do, but it's in the house. Did your tree with fire blight make it? I just showed you that was the pear. That was the pear tree. The big giant pear tree, that was it. Hey, New Orleans gardener, what's going on? I'm still zoomed in, y'all. Still? Let me know, because I don't want people looking all up my nose trying to pick my brain. I'm still zoomed in. Good Eats Homestead. Okay. Let's try this again. Let me do this. See if I can't reset it. Do you recommend hydroponics when living in an apartment? I recommend growing your food however you can in living in apartments. However you can grow food, do it. You say, think it's fine. How do you control mosquitoes? I don't. Trying to control mosquitoes take There's natural ways by growing citronella plants, and then chemicals. I don't use chemicals. You said let me see. Do you grow moringa? Yes, Lady Leg got a lot of moringa growing right now. It's back there on my back porch. We passed it like 3 or 4 times. Am I still zoomed in, y'all? I didn't want y'all seeing the orange juice on my face. And people ask me, what do you do? I'm still zoomed in? Really? That's insane. All right, this is what we gonna do. I just give y'all a little view of a little bit of everything. What's up, Sunday Backyard Farmer? Is that zoomed in too? Is my other camera zoomed in? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Learning to grow said, how was the Miwa kumquat harvest last year? It was so much fruit that I didn't eat it all. I literally watched some of it fall to the ground. We did everything with that fruit. Okay, let me see. Don't worry about it. No problems. No problems. Somebody told me to scoot back. Let me see if that'll work. Okay, let me see. Oh, but then I can't see. I can't see what y'all saying. If I scoot back, is it still zoomed in? I'm gonna learn how to do this one day, because there's something to that. There is something to that weird crap. I want y'all to help me this time. Tell me if I'm zoomed in. That's good. That's good. Okay. I know it was something crazy. Okay. Just can't see up my nose. Did you get any bananas this year? No, I never really try to get any bananas anymore. But my biggest plantain up here is spitting out bananas right now. Unfortunately, it's just too late. I won't get bananas out of it. We'll probably just eat the flower. Matter of fact, here, this the big girl right here. The big plantain. Her leaf is coming out. Her fruiting leaf is coming out right now. So yeah. Any questions before we go? See, this that time of the year where the bees bring in this whatever pollen that is, and this stink like butt cracking beer. I promise you, good Lord. It's a pollen, and I always forget what it's called. It's a certain kind of pollen. Lead, I didn't know you had plantains. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 plantains growing. Yeah. How do you eat banana flour? I don't know. I just see everybody doing it, so I figured I'm gonna get goldenrod. So I figured I'm gonna try it. Who was that? I can't pronounce your name, Henderson. I can't pronounce your first name, and I don't want to burn it up. But Henderson, yes, goldenrod. No, not ragweed. Goldenrod. Goldenrod pollen. If you keep bees, it's India. Okay, India. Okay, I didn't want to tear that up. I thought that, but I didn't want to burn it up. Yes, India. Yes. Goldenrod. So you must be a beekeeper. During this season, in the fall season, here in our state, when the bees run and they bring in that goldenrod pollen, best honey on the planet, but it smells like booty crack and beer. If you a beekeeper, you know, I can smell that stank depending on which way the wind is blowing. I can smell that all the way out on Easley Island, up to my back porch, all the way across this field, depending on which way the wind is blowing. When I tell you this honey, this is the honey Lady Leb keep telling everybody, oh, I don't eat this stinking honey. I don't like the funky honey because it's almost, you can smell it. Goldenrod is medicinal too. Yeah, I know. But woo, yeah, you know what? I love blue cheese. I love blue cheese. But boy, I don't eat it around nobody. You know? I don't eat blue cheese around nobody because that stuff smell like toe jam. Okay. Uh can a greenhouse help you get bananas over winter? I have a dwarf Cavendish and I have a greenhouse. I'm going to give it a try. Give it a shot. If your dwarf Cavendish is that small, because I have one of those dwarf Cavendishes. And I got it in a container and it's right here in our face, right there. See it in this black bucket? And it's about 3 different banana plants. That's a dwarf Cavendish right there. And if yours can fit in a greenhouse, give it a shot. My friends, uh, I'm telling you, my brain is off today. I've been so busy. I'm probably dehydrated. That's what it is. Grow Family Network, they put their bananas in their high tunnel and they still get fruit. So it should work if you got enough room. Hey, Crafty Mom. Crafty Mom, it's almost time for me to put on that hat you made me. How does goldenrod make such good honey and smell so bad? I'll be thinking the same thing about cheese. The best tasting cheeses stink like butt and beer, but it be delicious and good for you and medicinal. I guess good health stinks sometime. I'm gonna put it on because it's starting to get cold, and you know I ain't gotta, I gotta put my locks back on. So I ain't even harvested the honey off of this yet. We harvested some honey, and I was gonna take it to camp and forgot it, but I know it's time to harvest some more honey off of this. See, you grew a lot in Queens, New York. Will you be selling any plantain plants? No, I won't. I'm telling you, one of the things, you better hold on to everything you have right now, unless it's something you can definitely part with. Here you go. Right now, y'all know it's that season where everybody about to start getting ill, right? Getting sick. I'm gonna call it a cold season, right? How many people is ready? I have not announced it yet, and Lady Led said, you better hurry up before it get too cold. How many people looking for them elderberry cuttings? Anybody? I literally been passing my elderberry plantation. I hate that word. My elderberry garden. I've been walking back and forth past it. Like, it's not that much, so I'm going to have to put out as much as I can. I'm going to show you what it looked like. And this year, oh my God, it's looking so good. I'm going to show y'all what it looked like this year. And it's time for me to cut it back. And she like, you got to hurry up before it get cold. I know. I just got so much. Look at all this work I got to do. I'm reconstructing my garden. Literally reconstructing it. Look at this. Now I just sold one piece to a neighbor, but look at all of this. So I'm gonna be selling the cuttings and getting them out to you as soon as possible. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put it in a community post. What's the question? Do you want elderberry cuttings? Are y'all going to bring the RV to your land? You know what? I think posting my, we ain't gonna talk about that right this very second, okay? We ain't gonna talk about it for certain reasons. I tell you, that's why I haven't answered nobody questions on it, and I'll tell you later. Cause somebody was like, why ain't he answering us? I'll tell you later. Don't ever tell your right hand what your left hand is doing. Okay, do the cha-cha-cha. Okay, so how many people wanted those elderberry cuttings? Not just security, love knows it's something bigger than that. It's something bigger than that. People are like, where's your land at? It's bigger than that. Okay, so I'm going to put up a community post after I get off this video, and it's already on the website right now. First come, first serve. Y'all know it's going to be gone. It's on easily. She always somewhere close to me so I can call her. easilygrowngardens.com/products. easilygrowngardens.com/products. Okay, it's there, and y'all know it's gonna go fast. I don't know if she put up a number yet of how many pieces we got. I can give her a estimate, but it's there. And of course, like y'all know, if we do run out, you get your money right back, and we'll let you know. Oh, here's the other thing. No, I'm gonna save that for another video because I got something else important to let you guys know. Okay, so it's something super important, and it got to do with all of this what I'm talking about right now. So the elderberry cuttings is coming out. If you don't know what elderberry will do for your health, we're not going to discuss what has been going on since 2020. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Bro, man, do me a favor. Please email me. I emailed you, and I don't know if I got the right email or not. Please email me, Broke Farmer. Please, like as soon as you can, like today. Today. What's today? Sunday? Please, if you can get it today, I got something for you. All right? And I got to come that way. So I wanted to see if you... I just email me, I'll tell you. Okay? So elderberry, everybody know what's been going on since 2020, right? I'm just going to tell you this. I'm trying to word my words right. Two things you need to know how to do. You need to know how to grow your own damn food. Now, I'm getting a little ratchet with this, so hold on, okay? When you show your land as motivation, and I don't do nothing. Everybody think I'm supposed to be doing all this crazy video and stuff and trying to impress people. Man, I'm just trying to make a living and grow some food for my family. Hey, this ain't no contest. If everybody they say, I grow this better than Lead Farmer, I believe you. I'm not in no contest with nobody. I'm just trying to grow food for my family. They can do what they want to do. Whatever make them feel better. Please don't put that word, we just gonna say 2020. Okay, don't say that. I'm gonna say this. Learn how to grow your own doggone food. I see you, I'm gonna hit you right back in a second. Grow your own food. Number two, and I don't know which is more important right now. Growing your own food or growing your own medications. Which one is more important right now? I don't know. Grow your own food and growing your own medicine. Family. I'm living proof. That's a kind of a pun. I am living proof that it works. I am living proof that it works. Some of my wine, some of our elderberry syrup the Lady Lead showed you how to make, some of our fresh citrus and lemon juice off my tree, a little bit of sugarcane juice, sugarcane pimp juice, and a couple of other things that we pulled right out of this garden. And when I tell you, I got testimony. Lady Linda, T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener, I sent her some of the stuff that we had. And she was kind of ill. I ain't saying it was that or nothing. She was kind of ill. When I tell you it kicked it out of her, She kept on calling me like, Led, that whatever that was, it worked. I'm telling you right now, family, I know what they want us to do. Stick with me, okay? Don't put words in my mouth, just stick with me. I know what they want us to do. And I'm not going to say don't do it, and I'm not going to say go do it. But I'm going to tell you this, there are alternatives to keep you healthy. That's what I'm going to say. There are alternative, healthy, natural alternatives to keep you healthy. Some of them is stuff that we don't even think twice about. Said it won't accept my debit card. It says reason is address, perimeter is required at this. I don't even know what that means. You might be on the wrong spot. Do you have soursop tree? Yes, I do, but it probably won't make it through the winter. Don't say that. Don't say that, Pamela. We get it. We don't gotta use no words. Don't gotta, everybody get it. We all grown, we ain't talking to no kids, we all get it. And that's another one. Andrea saying dandelion root, garlic, dandelion, say credit card fraud. What's credit card fraud, Latasha Stanfield? What is it saying? Say you can always top your trees and shorten them shorter. But anyway, you can grow your own stuff. Ginger, that's a good one. Ginger, garlic, onions, elderberry, all of this stuff in a stew and throw in some adult beverage. Throw in some adult beverages and heat it up. Hot toddy, orange juice, lemon juice. Throw that citrus in there. Turmeric. It's another one. Oh yeah, turmeric, ginger. We put all of that in that stuff. And I did a video and I was hinting around to it, right? What type of elderberry do you have? I don't know. To be honest with you. Have you ever tried fermented garlic and honey? No, I've never done that one. So if he's getting that error message, he is more likely using a car that doesn't belong to, or I don't know what any of that is. But I know if there shouldn't be no problem with my website at all. So family, learn how to grow your stuff, because there's a reason why they keep switching the recipe and keep on trying to give people a different recipe, because the first recipe was whack. And you got 3 or 4 different companies trying to make the same recipe, and they whack at it, right? You can make this stuff yourself. Say my brother was just visiting and said how self-sufficient I am and said he was proud of me. I'm going to keep on growing my own. Amen to that. So, say, hey, Led, can you show your trumpet tree? I have one. I'll show that in the next video because that's way in the front of the house. We walked past it like twice. This mosquito is trying to taste my turkey. There's a video. I'm gonna take that off. And Andrea, you throwing them over the fence, baby girl. Don't do that. I'm telling you, you'll get us all knocked. Got you, sucker. You gonna get us knocked. Your website deleted my items from shopping cart because I said you are out of stock. I don't even know what that means. Because you said, I said you are out of stock? I don't even know what that means. Stephanie, it said your website deleted my items from your shopping cart because I said you are out of stock. I don't understand that sentence. Okay, She is Sunshine says, I'm guessing you are sold out already. Let me go check. Let me go check, because now, okay, maybe I just read that wrong. I read it right, but maybe it was a typo. Let's go in here. The cuttings may have been sold out already. I don't think so, because there shouldn't even be a number on there yet. All right, bear with me. Hold on. Let me find her first. You up here? Nope. All right, hold on, y'all. The rain. Hold on. Hey, hold it down. Open a window in here. It's hot like the devil's drawers. Hey, did you put a number up on the website? I'm live right now. I got the elderberry cutting.
Oh, yeah.
Put a number up. They saying it's sold out.
No, it's not. They need to refresh.
Okay, okay. Okay, y'all, hold on. She said you have to refresh your setting or something. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold up. We thinking we soft. For them acting too bold. Take a seat and get ready for the next episode. Hey. Finish that. She said, she said it's gonna smoke blank every day. She said that you guys just need to refresh it or something. But she's on it right now. Bro, Robert, smoke every day. Yeah. That beat, just so you know, that Dr. Dre beat stays in my head. Like, I might be talking to you like this. Oh, for real? Oh, man, that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. And in my head is like, mm, 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 mm. You telling me something profound and something important, and I'm like, oh, smoking every day. That's in my head. So, I'm gonna show y'all something, and then we're gonna leave out here. Listen, if there's still a problem, if you refresh and there's still a problem, it's gonna be fixed in a minute, because she's about to get on it and fix it. So let me go in here. I'm not sure it's ready yet. Yeah. I'm putting my little rabbit back in here too. Let me set this up. Yeah. Just hold on a minute. I know y'all like, uh-oh. Y'all Y'all shouldn't be seeing half of this. Y'all shouldn't be seeing half of this. Some stuff going on here. Shouldn't be seeing. All right. Okay. Dusty captain chair. All right. You shouldn't be seeing half of this right now. So we can end it here, and you can tell me, oh, I got some juice. You can tell me if you got any question. Be thinking we soft. We don't play. I gotta do the wheels fall off. One elderberry cutting left. That's not true. So y'all zoomed in again. Oh, wait a minute. Watch this. This is what I did last time. Did it fix it? Because I can't flip the screen this time. Did it fix? So that's what the website says, that I'm sold out, or it's one left. That's going to change. Am I zoomed in? Can you let lady know I emailed her about something important? Yes, I will. Your store is out of stock. I can't. All right. Do me a favor, because I know 50 people didn't buy it that fast. So do me a favor and see, Precious SoCal Gardener just bought 2 cuttings. I don't think I'm zoomed in. All right, I'm gonna have to zoom you over here. I can't zoom you to the other side. I can dream about you if I can't hold you tonight. Whoa, dream about you. You know how to hold me just right. That is my cut. I listened to that on the way home from Florida, and she proved to me, I thought all this time, this is another one of those old myths that you thought some black folks sung that song. And that is not true. Not at all. Okay, am I still zoomed in? Let me see if I'm zoomed in. You know how to hold me just right. Whoa, dream. No, that one is just I'm still zoomed in. Okay. Moving sidewalks. I can't see under my feet. How is it now? Telling you, sometime this camera, man, who wrote it? I'm gonna let you Google it. Okay, it's better. It'd be that camera. It get locked up. Okay, I know the trick now. Okay, so again, the other ones just what? The other ones just what? I don't know what that means. Okay, any questions besides the elderberry? Once I get off of here, I'm going to fix whatever problem that is. Nope, not Hall and Notes. They can fool you too, but nope. Not Hall and Notes. I don't even know the dude's name. I never seen him a day in my life, and I've never seen that video. Say, not sure what the issue is, but I just checked out. See, I don't know either. Dan Hartman, that's his name, and I do remember we was looking him up on the way home, and he passed away. Why you so awesome, bro? Legit question. Oh, I can't even answer that. It's a legit question. Thank you though. Thank you. Will you sell anything else? Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really trying to hold on to everything I got. because I feel like right now is a dire time um, for everything. I put my rabbit cage back in here because I'm gonna bring Bunny back in here. Clyde got to stay out there because he sprays that stank all up the walls. And this is about to be my home away from home. So, Led, have you decided to get a Harvest Right dry freezer? You should. It's awesome. You know what? A virtuous woman, I really like them. Um, I really like them, and I've watched Black Tropical Homestead do them. Um, I just, I've, I've researched them for so long, and it's a couple of humps I just still can't get over before I spend the money. It's just a couple of hurdles I still can't get over. One of the things about having a freeze dryer, is it makes everything way lighter. It makes everything way lighter. You can put dry foods in your bag and everything else. That is the main reason I will want it. But it's the process. It's the process and a couple of other aspects that keep on. When Black's Tropical Homestead bought the freeze dryer, let me tell you, while I was watching them freeze dry milk, while I was watching her freeze dry milk, I literally on my laptop, I'm watching her on my computer and on my laptop, on my iPad and on my MacBook, I'm literally got the one she picked. I have it in my cart. All I had to do was push buy, and it would have went through. And I just could not justify it. They are so awesome. I just couldn't justify it. Do you like and grow limes? Yes, I do. I always just grow Barris limes because they're more cold hardy than any other lime I ever grew. The little Mexican limes, a little bit of cold get on them, they die. So I grow Barris limes. We passed one, I just went right over it. A broke farmer said that price tag. You know, I'm not even gonna say the price because it's such a wonderful. When you're investing in your security, in your food security, I get it. There, to me, when you're investing in your food security, I totally get it. I get going out of your way and paying extra money for food security. Say one virtuous woman said, "I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It's worth it." I know, I know. Um, I'm gonna tell you what it does for me. Stephanie too, something must be wrong with your card, my dear, because everybody is purchasing um through the website, and they're saying it right now. The freeze dryer is excellent, excellent. I just love pressure canning so much. Hey, all thing acres. I love pressure canning so much, and water bath canning. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to spend that kind of money. It's hard for me when I already got something wonderful. You understand what I'm saying? When I got a system that's just awesome. I'm not saying I won't. I really, really want to. Oh my God. Somewhere on my computer in the house, it's still in my cart. And all I got to do is push buy. That's how much I want it. That's how close I am to getting it. And that's why I need to call Black's Tropical Homestead, because I was like, you know why I didn't call Black's Tropical Homestead? I didn't call her or him because I knew they would have talked me into it. You know, I told her on that last live, I was like, I really need to talk to y'all. All I needed was somebody to push me. It was like smoking. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. It was just like, you already gonna do it. It's like you just need an enabler. Somebody be like, do it, do it, do it. Like, So I'm telling you, I want one bad, bad. Before I get it, I probably am going to go to their place and let them show me how it works, like the pigs. Thank you, Andrea Moore. Thank you for that. All the things they can say, do it. Man, I'm trying not to. Say, I just showed my husband one video that was a wrap. I got it from Tractor Supply for 20. Maybe I can't see your comment for $20. That can't be right. Oh, for $20 cheaper. Okay, for $20 cheaper. Okay, once you playing with that kind of money, it don't even matter no more. Don't even try to cut no coupons or nothing. Just go ahead and knock it out. Stephanie, is it possible your bank flagged purchase suspicious and locked and called the bank and see? That shouldn't happen through PayPal. Oh, $200 cheaper. Got you. Your message cut off for some reason. Now, $200 ain't nothing to sneeze at. So y'all just trying to get me to buy that doggone freeze dryer. Goodness gracious. Black's Tropical Homestead. See, that's why I don't even want y'all in here right now, man. I don't even want y'all in here. Get off my video. Get off the video. And they got a wrench too, so they can be up here. Y'all gonna mess around and get me in some trouble. I feel like I'm in a gang again. Like, come on, man, let's ride. Man, not tonight. What you mean not tonight? When you trying to do it? Ah, man. My mama, man. Black Tropical Homestead, like, come on, Liz. It's all right. Man, my mama, man. You gonna get me in some trouble. Say you don't think I regret it, huh? All right, Black Tropical Homestead, Sherry, Bobby. I guess I'll be giving y'all a call. I need a pep talk first. If I'm about to go off in my pocket that deep, listen. When you spending that kind of money, you got to go in your pocket so deep you can reach down and pull your socks up. That's how deep you dig down in them pockets. You reach all the way down there, your arm disappear in that pocket. You pull your socks up to get that money. Woo! I need a pep talk first, okay? So we driving and listening. I know. I'm glad y'all can't say nothing a lot because I'll be done mess around and hit that button. Say, I may have missed it, but are you still growing muscadine grapes? No, I'm not. It's a reason why I'm not growing any grapes right now. As a matter of fact, I would love to show you what I'm planning to do, but I don't want to leave my office right now. I built a fence. Well, I haven't built it. It's built. I need to move it. That's why I'm reconstructing my whole garden so my grapes can grow. I showed somebody my grapes in a video maybe about a month or so ago. I'm about to do this whole thing. So say that's how I feel about getting the Hemingway. And you know what? I'll be like, once you get that Hemingway, you're going to get sick. You're going to be sick. And I get it. Maybe a company will give you one to review. I don't know, because I got a bunch of stuff I need to review right now. I'm so amazed at the varieties of fruit trees you have. And I got more than that. I didn't even go to the front of the house. I only went to the back. I got more than that. And it's just, I like to plant things that my body need. I like to plant things that's really going to help us. Right? Let me see. What did you say the other day about pulling somebody else's hand out your pocket? Yeah. They counting your money. You reach down in your pocket and they hand you your wallet. Like cousin it on what was that Adam Family? Say it worked for me and I'm grateful. Amen. Say, I know, right? Would have freeze-dried plant-based meat out of the wazoo, unicorn lady tech. Do you gotta dry some meatless meat? I thought it'd be okay no matter what. Uh, how you doing, traveler? You're welcome, why so? Thank you for that. It's been a while since I've been able to get up with the family. That's okay. Drop in anytime. Anytime. We just in here chilling and I'm about to let it go. I'm going to show y'all an antique that I pulled out for a video that I just did. Can anybody remember this guy? Anybody remember this? I know Whole New Perspective remember this one. My very first Blue Eddie. Anybody remember this guy? Everybody like whatever. Some guy even got on me. Somebody got on me like, what do? You just get stuff from companies and get us to buy it and sell it? No. Number one, I ain't making you buy anything. Number two, man, I cherishes this stuff. People think because you don't show them your every second of your life on this freaking YouTube or social media that it doesn't exist. That drives me, listen, that drives me nuts. I promise you, I don't understand. I know social media is great and all. There's I cannot put this camera on my forehead and walk all my throughout my day to prove stuff to people. And I don't even try. It's a lot of people out there trying to prove to you that they are what they say they are. You're wasting your time. You can have somebody walking next to you trying to prove to them something and they still won't believe you. I don't waste my energy. I just showed you a little bit of my garden just now, just a little bit of it. Just and it wasn't for proof, it was just to show you real quick, right? Family, just live your life, grow your food, grow your medicine, do what you got to do. I think this world would be a better place if we stop trying to prove everything to each other. Prove that I'm better than you better than me, I'm richer than you broker than me. We always kind of trying to prove, we're always trying to prove something to each other. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say it. We try to prove, this is one of our biggest problems. We try to prove that I'm more rich or self-sufficient to people that don't even care. You buy rims and put on your car, you put music in your car, you buy the most expensive car, you buy the biggest house, you buy all of this crap just to prove to other people that don't give a crap whether you live or die that you got money. You're trying to convince them that you are worthy of praise. And it shouldn't be that way. You're trying, only he deserves the praise. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, if you buying this stuff for yourself, hold of the ball game. But that's what most of us don't even do that. We're trying to impress. You're broke, spending all your money trying to impress another broke person. You're going broke, trying to spend all your money to impress another broke person, to make them think you got money so they can look up to you. That is freaking ridiculous. That's insane. I don't prove nothing to nobody. Everybody keep getting on here. They over there talk about you, lad. I don't care. I don't care. People keep saying I need another channel. Get 4 channels. Get some more. For what? I got about 5 channels. I got about 4 channels. People talking about me. I ain't never even entered those channels. And those people, their whole agenda is to talk about me or what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, or something. So them channels kind of belong to me already. So, ain't got no time to prove nothing to nobody, man. The word is Do what you gotta do. Stop worrying about another man, another woman, what's in their pocket or their pocketbook. Look at all the time spent trying to impress somebody else or prove to somebody else that you're right or you're wrong or you're great or you're not. Shouldn't be trying to prove nothing to me. Shouldn't be trying to prove nothing to your homeboys. You should only be trying to prove it to him. That's all. That's it. And the people that praise the Lord, and you only owe him the praise and you only need to prove it to him, them is the main people trying to prove things to us, me and you. For what? That drives me nuts, man. For what? You know? You trying to prove to your homeboy that you the best, you the most righteous, you the smartest, you the best looking, you the this, you the that, you the blah, 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 blah. Why? If you already know it, I promise you, if you already know it, you don't have to do that. And you should only be trying to impress him. Just saying. Anyway, say they don't pay your bills, then they have no say. There you go. Just stay out of it. Just stay out of it. You know? Long as ain't nobody putting their hands on you, don't just stay out of it. It ain't worth it. Words, that old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a childish saying. But oh my goodness, it is so right. I don't care. Right now, I see so much hate and evil, just by the evil, wicked words being said all over social media, in entertainment and stuff like that. Just horrible things everybody's saying about each other, and everybody keep getting mad. Just ignore that, man. Waste of energy. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because now I'm gonna try to finish. Let me see. I'm gonna try to finish plowing this garden before it get too dark. Let me see. Aim up. I'm gonna try to. It's getting dark out there. It's getting dark out there. So take off all your clothes. I ain't getting so dark. I wanna put my coat on. I wanna put my coat on. So it would be wonderful if people would try to prove that they can mind their own business. That's impossible. Oh my goodness, that should be in the Olympics. That should be an Olympic sport. Minding your own damn business should be an Olympic sport. You think boxing is brutal? Minding your own business, getting a gold medal and minding your own damn business in the Olympic. I just came up with a new sport. Minding your own damn business. Look, everybody doing it. It's almost like a staring contest. Is you doing like this? Oh, you out. You out. You out. Minding your own damn business is a whole sport. You know. Let me see. Leah, what are you planting now in the garden? Right now, we got red mustard greens and collards, and I still got to get in some cabbage, some lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, and it was one more that I'm leaving out. I said Brussels sprouts, right? And Brussels sprouts. Them cold weather crops. I'm not sure too many people would try that sport. They wouldn't even try out because they know they'll fail. That's like me trying to go and play for the NBA. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time. You know, There's a difference between being curious and being nosy. No, it's not. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it ain't. It's kind of like this is. I'm gonna be honest with you real quick. I was going to help a brother out the other day. I saw somebody about to put out a video, and they were from my own experience that I know, they were making a huge mistake. They were going to make a huge mistake. Like they could possibly get their channel like shut down. And I was going to reach out to this gentleman. I don't know him very well or anything, but I watch his channel from time to time, and I wanted to reach out and tell him, man, don't do that, because several of my friends in the past had their channel shut down for what you are about to do. I wanted to reach out so bad and tell him, you got a good idea, but don't do it. Don't do that. They'll shut your channel down in a heartbeat, and it look like you just passed your threshold and you just getting started good. But I promise you, if you pull that move off, they're gonna knock you for it. And I wanted to reach out to that gentleman and tell him so bad, please don't do that. And you know what stopped me? Minding my own business. Because I'm gonna tell you, twice shy. I've been burned twice by trying, no, really 3 times, by trying to reach out and help somebody. And it bit me in the ass like crazy. It bit me so hard, I'm like, I'll never do it again. Not like that. Because what's the saying? You know, mind your own business, right? You live longer. That's my saying from back home. Here's the other thing that I had to learn. If advice is not warranted, if nobody asks me for advice, mind your own damn business, no matter what, because I've been burned hard in the last 2 years. Hard. I mean, no Vaseline, like wow. And I said, just man, let people do what they gonna do. I don't want that to happen no more. I don't want nobody coming at me with no bull crap, no lies, none of that. Just mind my own damn business. If y'all ain't paying no attention over the last year, my whole attitude changed after being roasted so bad and lied on. And I just kind of backed off, like, everybody just do them then. So it is what it is. And I hope the guy is gonna be okay, because I know he don't mean no harm by it. He trying to help out. But what he's gonna probably have to learn the hard way is sometimes minding your own business is the best. And you can't help everybody. It'll burn you every time. It's like walking over hot coals. Period. Hey, Homestead in the Hood. Say, if you see me fall and catch me, I can't handle the criticism, correction. I really appreciate it. See, what you just did right there is ask me, lad, if you see me slipping, man, can you holler at me? All day, all day. If I see something that I've experienced and I know it's going to go bad, of course, of course. Broke Farm said, drinking water and minding your own business lowers. Drinking water and minding your own business lowers cholesterol. Oh, God. Man, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Oh, my God. That took me over the edge. two glasses of water. Let me see. Traveler pear, apricot plum, cherry plum grow Oh, I missed something. You learn from doing and losing. Sometimes that's the best way. We all got to get knocked over the head every blue moon, but you know, Led, thanks for the great information, life lessons. Thank you, Conscious Awakening. And you know something, I'm gonna tell you the truth about me on here on YouTube. I've been, and anybody been watching me for the last 13 years, I've been through some ish. And I don't like to see nobody have to go the long way or get knocked over the head before they learn how this whole thing works, because I've been there and I don't want to see nobody else have to go through that. I really don't, because it suck and it will discourage you from finish being a content creator. I've seen people, content creators on here, and they're doing great. They're doing great. The next thing there's some beef going on, and the beef gets so doggone thick that they can't handle it, and I'm out of here. I'm done. And it's such a doggone shame, because what you don't realize is, once the person is done beefing with you and starting crap or whatever, if you bow out, you know what they do? They leave too. You understand? I told y'all this before. Demons need to get fed. Once they ain't got nothing else to eat, they leave too. So the people that's bugging you, once you give up and quit, they ain't got nothing else, no more negativity to eat. So they just kind of leave too. They kind of disappear too. So you got to just stick in there and stay in the fight and just ignore that. That's the only thing you can do, because now they're messing with your livelihood and they're messing with something that could possibly change your life. Thank you, why so? Let me say, take 2 glasses of water and a week and shut your mouth about other people saying that. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something, and then I'm gonna go. I really am. You guys know there's what is those channels? The channels that like they're like information channels or rumor channels or something like that, where all they do is talk about celebrities. What is that called? Those channels where they're talking about what celebrities are doing right now. Um, that's all they do. And you got to understand, this is how I look at that. They actually don't do anything. Gossip channels, okay. They don't actually do anything. Their whole makeup, what makes their channel at all, and I've seen some of them with the YouTube plaque behind them. You made your thing from talking about everybody else is actually doing something, whether they're in the right or the wrong at the time. Your whole channel is based on just talking about people. I think that's so creepy. I think that's so freaking creepy. To That means somebody is out there watching your channel and literally freaking dissecting it, trying to either make it right or wrong to feed their narrative for content. And I just think that's disgusting. I just think it's horrible. I think it's horrible. It's not information. It's just kind of like, it's lightweight slander to me. And I bet you, if a lot of people had the money for lawyers, they would sue the pants off of some of these people, because it's how awful. And no real talent. Sit at a desk and talk about people. What do you do though? Okay, if you do that, I get it. But what else do you do? What do you do? Because it seems like that's your profession. It's slander. That's awful. clout or bait channels is what I call them. Yeah, gossip channels. There are people selling classes to learn to make those type of videos. I've seen a bunch of them about me, and I can't do nothing but laugh like, ugh. You know, um, it get me because you can't stop it. It- You can't stop it, and it always just makes you think like somebody actually dug me up to do this. They looked me up to do this. I've seen some channels that say, how much money do they make? Lead Farmer and Lady Lead, how much money do they make? I've seen some of them. I've seen some gossip channels. I'm like, really? You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? Uh, Andrea say, laugh out loud that you're that famous that they're making and thinking about you that much. You took the words out of my mouth. I said, did I? Am I famous? Am I famous? I don't see another reason why nobody would take the time out of their day to make a video about me in any way, form, or fashion as far as in those negative lights. Like they really go hard with it. Wow, it scares me. So why the heck do they care? Aren't they trying to get their own? I don't know. I don't know none of the people. You know, um, this was about 2 years ago. I did I contacted two people that did a video about me. They did they need to stop bearing false witnesses. Yeah, I guess if that's what they doing. Crafty Bomb said you famous as hell. That's crazy. That's funny. Um, I had this was when it really started getting bad. I contacted two other channels and was like, yo, um, can you take that down, please? And the one was a young lady, and I asked her to, I don't know how I feel about that. And she did one of those videos where she, I'm doing a video live or something, and she take the video and chop it up and keep stopping it and start talking about everything I done said. And I'm like, I just didn't know how to feel about it. So I'm like, yeah, take that down. But over time, it has happened so much over the last just 2 years. I'm not talking about past that. Over the last 2 years, I just don't care no more because it's literally hundreds of them. I can't stop it. It is if you become a content creator, this is part of the job assignment. Unfortunately. So I'm just telling you, I'm going to do a good and bad about YouTube content creators. I'm going to do it. They can be sued for defamation of character and slander. You know what? They can. And I'm just having it. It's like the freeze dryer to me right now. I'm ready to push the button because it's already loaded in the cart. You dig what I'm saying? And all I gotta do is push the button and get that ball rolling. And I'm like, once you sue one person for it, if you look online and look yourself up, um, you'll see a lot of people. You don't think nobody talking about you, right? Everybody on here right now, you don't think nobody talking about you. They are. Somebody made a video about you. I'm not talking about the people just shouting you out and giving you some props. I'm talking about somebody saying bad stuff about you on one of these channels and you just don't have no idea. I don't care if you got 1,000 subscribers or you got 100,000 subscribers. Somebody talking bad about you. They made a whole video about you. And it's the saddest. I feel bad for them. but at sometimes it makes you be like, what? Oh my God, what is going through somebody's mind? You know, what's going through a person's head to make you do that? I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't try to figure people out. I just back away. Say, which video? It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. I could have told you how many 2 years ago. Now it's out of control. I don't even know. It's a lot of them. They rough too, you know. And there's nothing you can do. Like, I just even stopped telling people to take them down. I don't even care. Knock yourself out, you know. You know what? Gossip does sell. Gossip, hatred, pain, unfortunately, that stuff sells. Uh, yeah, Mary, grow with me. You gotta have thick skin in this game. You just got to. Um, you really do. I know that's cliche, but if you get mad at everything somebody got to say negative about you, you will never move forward. You will never move forward. And here's the other thing: the further forward you move, the madder they get, the worse it get. But it's nothing you can do about it. Say intelligent people discuss ideas and concepts. Ignorant people discuss other people. Amen. Amen. What I always say, I just want to talk about solutions. Amen. That was beautiful. They'll do a whole show about you. You got to be thought about to be talked about. I like that. I like that. Don't watch those gossip channels. I ain't got time. I've been all over the world. I've never left my living room because of the travel channels. Oh my goodness. What's up, NJ Cali Gardner? I ain't see you in here, little brother. Let me see. L Dub says, look what all the mess did to what's her name. It'll be back on you. You know what? Amen to that too. You know, she got paid to dog people. She got paid to belittle and berate and harass. You know, she got paid for that. But you gotta remember what I always say. Them demons got to eat. Them demons gotta eat. Right? Once you stop feeding them all that negativity, they turn on you. Just like a dog, you in a cabin in the woods somewhere and you run out of kibble, you're kibble now. So it is what it is. You stop feeding them demons, man, they'll turn on you soon enough. Some of them gospelers get sued sometimes. You know where they get sued a lot? If they once you get fed up enough to be like, okay, enough is enough. And I've been there several times where I'm like, that's enough of that. But it's like you cut off one head of the snake and then 4 more pop up. When you fighting evil, if you cut the head off of a snake, 2 more pop up. I don't know if you've ever killed a snake. The body never stopped moving. And if you put your hand close to the head, it'll still bite you. It's still venomous. You cut the head off of a snake. The head, the teeth, the fangs are still venomous. The snake can kill you while it's dead. I need you to absorb what I just said right there. And I'm going to leave after this. If you cut the head off of a snake, a poisonous, venomous snake, if you cut the head off, that head will always be venomous and poisonous. Just because you cut off the head, that doesn't mean the venom can kill you or harm you. No. You cut the head off the snake, The head still be moving. The body will wiggle for about a day or two. But the fangs are still poisonous and venomous and can still kill you. Do me a favor, Google it, and you'll see people have been killed or harmed by an already dead snake. They said the snake was dead, and they put the doggone head in a bag. One of the fangs happened to scratch their leg through the bag. History. People are no different. No different. You just stay away from those venomous, poisonous, toxic people. Just stay away from them. Because you think you chop their head off, two more pop up. Not only do two more pop up, that head right there that you just cut off, it'll still kill you too. Best thing you could do is just stay away from that area where all them snakes at. Stay out of the snake den. That's all you can do. Say, just like lies, once the lie is out there, it never dies. You know, lies are like Lego blocks. You keep on building them. And that, think about this. Lies are like Lego blocks. When you first start building Legos, that bottom part is so hard and so solid, you can hit somebody over the head and hurt them with them Lego blocks. If you only make the little wall this big, right? You hit somebody over the head with a Lego block, it hurts. But the more you keep stacking on top of it, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker until it don't take nothing but to topple that whole wall of Lego blocks full of lies over. That's how lies work to me. And all I be doing when I sit back and I listen to some of the lies that's been told about me, I just keep letting people keep stacking that up. Because if you try to combat these lies while they only got this many lies built up, they can still hurt you with them this many lies. No, stand back and let them keep on building them lies up, because you got to keep lying to keep a lie going. You got to keep stacking on top of that lie. Let them keep on lying for years until it's going to topple over on them. It ain't going to take nothing. It ain't going to take nothing to crash that wall of lies. But if you catch them with the first handful of lies, they can still hurt you with that. Just be patient. Be patient. Lies are like Legos. No different. You step on one of them, it'll hurt your feet. You be cussing. No different. No different. Let me get out of here because I'm ready to go in all night again. I ain't going to do that. Gigi's Natural. Did you see y'all tree? I know my video was long. I bought a pomelo tree in y'all name. And her name is Dolly. Right now, that's her name, Dolly. I talked to Eco. Eco was like, what you gonna name her, man? I don't know. Her name is Dolly. So that's y'all tree that I'm gonna put here on Easley Island down Lemon Lane. So I want you to tell Eco for me that I got that pomelo and in y'all honor. So we reap good and bad in this world. That is the sad thing of this world. Wish it was all good to be strong. Yeah, that's on y'all because I know y'all missed y'all tree. Y'all left y'all tree behind. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you the address where I got that tree. I wish I had room to bring home too. Got you, sucker. Missed you. Because I really want to get one to you. I might have Crafty Mom help me out. Yeah, old Dolly. It's a pink pomelo, pomelo too. I keep wanting to call it a pomelo. Pomelo. Let me get out of here. Everybody have a wonderful night. I'm about to get up out of here, go in here and shower because I got more work to do in the morning because I did this. All right, everybody. Crafty Mom, I'm going to have to call you because I might need you to pull me off a favor and do something for me. I might need a favor, sister. Everybody have a wonderful night. All right. Don't just let the people that hate you hate you. And nothing you can do about it. That's something they got to take up with the Father. Let them do it. So Eco found one. Congratulations. 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 All right, everybody have a wonderful night. I'm sorry I put y'all through all of this. I just wanted to show y'all a few things today. This ain't no legit video. Tomorrow I'm going to come out with, I'm going over to Hood Tech, my other channel, and I'm going to be releasing a video that you guys are going to want to see. So hang tight. You're going to love this. Lair Farmer 73, I love you guys. And I'm going to post the community post tonight with the elderberry cuttings tonight. All right, Lair Farmer 73, I love you. Have a wonderful night. I love you. Be safe, and I'm out.